In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how Jack Hopkins built a $1.67 million sales funnel. And in the video, I'll be breaking down how he generates his traffic, how he funnels his traffic, and how he actually converts his traffic. We'll be going into detail on what type of content he posts and what type of content you could be posting as a coach who wants to make money online through selling a coaching program a lot more, and the entire funnel and landing pages that he uses to convert, and his entire conversion process and how it actually turns eyeballs into cash. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first things first, he has two YouTube channels, and these two YouTube channels have really been the breadwinners of his entire business. These are the things that have been making him the most money. He initially blew up on YouTube, and then he converted over to Instagram as well, and he's been doing very well on both of those platforms. But he's recently opened up a second channel on his YouTube, but the main one that we're going to dive into straight away. So some of you may know him for his like Google Slide type of YouTube videos where he gives out advice to men literally through just Google Slides. Very, very low effort. I think it was absolutely genius. Kind of like similar to what I'm doing right here with this exact board that I've made. He's basically done the same thing but with just Google Slides alone, and that's how he actually blew up. But now recently, if we look at some of his recent videos, he's just been doing videos where he's just kind of speaking in front of the camera, giving out advice, right? So this sugar is poison, okay? How to build a cult. F monk mode, how to kill your current self, how to find your true self. As you realize, all of these titles are very, very short. But what type of content actually is this? Well, this is middle of the funnel content. This is what we call the educational type of content. This is real. This is raw, okay? It builds credibility. It provides value. And the viewer leaves the video feeling like they've actually learned something, which is very, very important. He also has the second channel, which is Jack Hopkins Raw. And this is one that was made a little later into his career. But this is, again, very, very short titles. Don't start a personal brand yet. Dubai Fight Night, this is more of a lifestyle. And what we call this type of content is top of the funnel content, which is basically garnering eyeballs. This allows people to like him, okay? People get to know him more. Viewers leave the video feeling more motivated than before watching the video, which is super, super important. If you want to blow up with your YouTube content, even your Instagram content, primarily YouTube, you want people to go into your YouTube video and leave more motivated and hyped and with better emotions than when they started watching a YouTube video. It's super, super important. I think that's honestly like the thing that no one mentions about creating content. Like you right here, you watch this video, I can guarantee that by the time you finish this video, you're going to feel more educated and more motivated to actually go and work on your coaching business, because you know that I've dropped so much value in here that you could probably implement right off the bat. You can literally plug and play. But nonetheless, with his content, there are three key things that people need to have in order to convert, which is they need to know, they need to like, and they need to trust you. Super, super important. The top of the funnel gets them to like him. At the top of the funnel gets them to know him. And then the middle of the funnel, which is his main channel, which also, breeds the know, like, but they also get to trust him, because here he speaks about his life, okay? He's got a very good setup. He speaks about the results that he's driven and his wisdom. He gives out actual wisdom. People actually get to also trust him. It builds credibility. Why? Because he's giving out advice. He's giving out actionable advice. Just like this video that you're watching from me right here. It's going to get you to not only know, like, and trust, not only know, like and know me because of, I guess, my personality or whatever, but also trust me because you realize that, oh crap, what I'm speaking about here is kind of facts. Okay, that's another thing. And then one more thing that he does for his entire conversion system is he uses a 7-11 formula, which is actually something I haven't spoken about on my YouTube channel a lot, or a lot recently, which is basically a Google conducted a research where people need to spend 7 hours engaging with your content across 11 different touch points on 4 different platforms in order to be converted. So they have the first channel, they have the second channel, they have the Instagram, okay? They also have the Instagram Reels, and then he also has a newsletter as well, which I'm not actually going to be going over in this video today. But nonetheless, let's get into how he actually converts or funnels these people. So in the bios of all of these videos, he basically has my private network and then a link to his private network. And then also his Instagram, which is very, very important. I think you should always have your Instagram in your descriptions, because people will just want to go into your Instagram and then get converted there as well. On his main channel, which is the middle of the funnel content, he has the Icon Blueprint 2.0 available now. And then my private network for entrepreneurs, which is the same link as this one. And they both go to this page right here, okay? And this is basically a headline, obviously the logo, the headline, a simple VSL, and then schedule a call, okay? Discover how the secret methods of 7-figure men who travel the world and build their dream lives, okay? I think I read that wrong, but it's basically just a simple VSL. Then there'll be some pictures right here, and you have some credible people. You have Justin Waller in some of these pictures as well. You know, like it builds credibility. Then what basically this is, all of the features of the network. Then we have another CTA button. I am a fan of the look of this entire page. I think it looks very, very great. And then he also speaks about the main benefits of joining the new elite. Okay, speaks about the martial arts, the adventure and travel, the protecting wealth, secret information. Okay, then another CTA. Then who are the founding fathers of the new elite? We have the Jack Hopkins, we have Bill Clark. Okay, this is just giving a little more context or credibility on who they are and who they are to even be making this network. And what does the new elite operate? Okay, where does it operate? Sorry, I read that wrong. And then it just gives a little bit more information. Who are the gentlemen inside the new network? And of course here, they just give more information on some of the people that are already in the network and some people that you can get access to if you join the network, which is also very, very smart. And then an undeniable amount of testimonials, even more testimonials. And then finally, one last CTA button. I really am a fan of this landing page. I think it looks absolutely great. Okay, but just before we get on to more funnels, we have his Instagram. Now, very, very simple. He's got 110,000 followers. Live fast, don't wait, discover the power of the brotherhood, and then he has two links that you click right here. And one of them is access the new elite, which is the brotherhood, and another one is discover your true authentic self. Okay, I read that wrong again. I don't know what it is with me reading wrong, but I'm just making up my own words here. Then he has a couple story highlights. So he has obviously his travels. Then he has the icon blueprint, which we touched on earlier. He has gym, Dubai, USA tour, movie, something, and then the new elite. So these two things are the ones that are going to give more context on what he's selling. And then, of course, his Instagram page is just prepped to look good, make his lifestyle look appealing. And then also he has his Instagram reels, which he posts. Like, you know, some of them have been very, like, top of the funnel content. None of his reels are educational. Apart from this one, I'd honestly say, but it's still very, very top of the funnel. It's just him giving advice on, you know, not taking snuffs or anything like that. But for the most part, a lot of this top of the funnel. And what he did also in the past, which is like he basically just made a lot of these like just lifestyle videos to some music, you know, and as you can see, they've been getting like, they get a lot of views, you know, 185, 189K, 110K, even some of these, right? We got a bunch of these and he posted a lot of these and it's just a lot of lifestyle. And that's, I think, how he got to even 110,000 followers in the first place. But just before we get into the entire funneling in of itself, how does he know that these people even want to hear any of this stuff? How does he know that people want peak physicality, that they are interested in personal branding, adventure and travel, martial arts, protecting wealth? How does he know this? Well, he knows this because of his ideal client profile. Okay, this is called your ICP. This is something that we set up for all of our clients, and this is the first thing you should be doing before you even launch your offer in the first place. If you want help with this, honestly, message me on Instagram. I'm more than happy to help you out on it. But I also do this in my free audit calls, which is the link in my description as well. You can book in a free audit call with me. I'm more than happy to go over stuff like this with you, see if I can give you some actionable advice, and see even if me and my team can even help you get to that $20,000 per month mark or even higher than that. But basically, what problems you identify what your ideal client avatar actually has. So what their problems are, what are their goals, what have they tried to do to fix those problems, what more could they face trying to fix it on their own, what is their current situation, their desired situation, what's the deep-rooted driver force of all of this. Okay, and once you have the detailed analysis, once you figured all of that stuff out, everything becomes easy. Your offer, your marketing, your copywriting, everything becomes easy because everything is centered around your audience. Is super, super intelligent. And this is what Jack Hopkins does as well, because if we look into his icon blueprint, which he funnels from his main YouTube channel, he literally starts off by saying, here's how I made $160,000 in 30 days. This alone, he knows people want this. But then he also says, with just 4 videos and no ad spend. So why does he say that? Because he knows people are tired of running ads. He knows that people want to just post content the way Jack Hopkins does and make that amount of money as well. And then again, go from 9 to 5 prison to location freedom, less stress, and a wildly profitable personal brand. He knows that people want to build a personal brand, and he knows that people are locked into their 9 to 5s and they want location freedom, and of course they want less stress and a wildly profitable personal brand. This is super smart. But of course, again, we have the headline, we have the VSL, and we have a button. Very, very simple. Okay, this button, I'll get into it in just a second. But basically, we go through the rest of the landing page. We have one CTA button here. We have another CTA button here. We have another CTA button here. We have, that's the third one, I believe. And then we also have the entire sales page in of itself. So, or the entire offer breakdown, what I meant. But let me just quickly break this down real quick as well. So I'm giving you my 7-figure systems ready for you to plug into and build your dream life. Of course, fighting, health, freedom. So he basically gives you everything that you need to build a 7-figure business. Okay, then go from trapped to totally free with my 3-phase system. So he basically breaks it down into steps, making it look very, very simple. When he breaks it down, it makes you think, okay, so I can just go through phase 1, which is overcoming my limiting beliefs. Then go into phase 2, which is just creatively document my life. And then phase 3, which is monetizing my personal brand. And boom, I'm a 7-figure business owner. Okay. Um, that sounded like I made him seem like he's a scammer. He's not. Okay. What is the icon blueprint and how will it benefit me? Of course, now he gives more context on who he is, what the icon blueprint is, and how it's going to help them. Then, of course, he has a little testimonial here. And then he breaks beliefs. So this is basically crossing out that this old way doesn't work, but this is the new way. This is basically what he has that he knows is going to make you money. Okay. He wants you to basically follow all of this because he's confident that if you follow this, it's going to make you a bunch of money. Then again, he's speaking about his credibility, that in the last 3 years, he went from 0 followers to over 170,000 YouTube subscribers, built a network of 360 plus entrepreneurs worldwide. And then again, another CTA button. Then everything you need to know to master the personal branding game. Okay. And now he breaks down his entire program. My 6-week brand building course. Okay. 100 plus video lessons, then weekly group coaching calls, community of like-minded creators, and then my exact system, introducing the operator console, my plug and play 7-figure back-end software. Now he gives access to all of his email templates. Okay. The plug and play 7-figure funnels and designs. He basically gives you everything you need for your personal brand in order to convert and make 7 figures online. And he gives you all of this. Okay. And now he goes into the offer breakdown. So the Icon Blueprint 2.0 course and community platform, then the operator console, the 12-month free access, then the Atlas, your personal AI coach, and then you press, then he has enroll now. Then he has a quick Q&A, another little testimonial right here from Tim Brazil, I think I said that right. And then once you click any of these buttons, these enroll now buttons, you go to this page where you can just buy straight away, which I've actually never seen before. I haven't seen a creator sell a $2,000 course just like that. No calls, nothing, but clearly he's testing something out. He may change this down the line, I could predict. But one thing I would change about this funnel in of itself is honestly include more testimonials, an undeniable amount of testimonials. Because for someone to hop over that edge to actually buy and send someone $2,000 without speaking to a person, they need safety. They need a safety net. They need to feel like this decision is going to be safe for them. I would also include some sort of guarantee, some sort of risk reversal. That's what I would also do, because this is a sales page. This isn't just a landing page. This is meant for conversions. Okay, this is not meant for booking in a call. This is meant for someone to literally whip that credit card out and just buy right off the bat for 12-month access as well. So I would include a guarantee, perhaps an unconditional guarantee. So like if in the 15 days you change your mind, we will literally send you money. We'll send your money back, no questions asked, something along those lines. Or if you don't build a personal brand that makes at least 10K a month in the next 180 days, we'll send your money back. And of course, you have an agreement to put all of that in place. And that's basically what he does. Now, for his actual conversions, okay, from his Instagram, he also has a YouTube video, which has a bunch of his links right here, which of course we know what the Icon Blueprint is. We know what the new Elite is as well. We've already went through those landing pages. Then he has his Instagram, he has his YouTube channels here, and there's his 10K accelerator, which goes to a page which goes back to the Icon Blueprint anyways. And then this is basically his conversion system, which you book in to join the new Elite, which he charges like 5 to 10K for. And people basically, the closer contacts the prospect as soon as they booked in the call. So once you go through this whole page, you get taken to a type form. And you go through this type form, they basically qualify you, see how much money you have, how much money you have to join, and then you go to a Calendly and you basically book in if you're qualified. And from here, the closer contacts you once you're booked in a call. Then the prospect hops on a call with the closer. They take the sales call when they're already hella warm because of all of these YouTube videos and all of this content they've consumed from Jack Hopkins. Then the deal gets closed for 5 to 10K. Then the contract gets signed, probably an NDA for them to not disclose any of the information that's inside of the new Elite, and then the onboarding process. Now, what I see a lot of coaches, and I felt the need to actually implement this into the YouTube videos. I see a lot of coaches not tracking their sales, and they don't even know what their closing rate is. So this is what I basically implement for all of my clients. It's a 2025 reps and sales tracker. We track everything from the unqualified, no-show, rescheduled, no-close, closed. I have a whole YouTube video on how I built this exact tracker on my channel, so feel free to check it out. It's literally just a couple of videos back from here, but it basically tracks everything from the cash collected to the paid in fulls, to the total calls taken, to the actual closing rate itself. It does everything for you, and we track everything from the yearly overview to January, February, March, all the way to December, and then the actual money tracker as well from people that promised they'll pay you money. But yeah, if you literally don't have this, like, you're missing out on tens of thousands of dollars, because so many people don't track, and you're sitting on a gold mine, because there's so many people that promise to pay and you forget about them and you never reach out to them again, which is literally the secret to making a crap ton of money as a coach in of itself. But that's basically Jack Hopkins' blueprint. This is literally how he has made $1.7 million with his funnel. If you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments on who you want me to do next. If you're a coach, consultant, mentor, you want help from me and my team to implement these exact systems into your business, I'll leave a link in the description where you can book in for a free audit call with me. No hard pitch. I'll literally take you through what I think would be a very good step in your business to improve it and make it a ton more cash. If you feel like we're not a good fit to work together, you can walk away with that advice and implement it by yourself, but we can also help you if we're a right fit to work together as well. But other than that, I thank you for watching till the end of the video. Subscribe to my channel down below, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.